Welcome to the Faith Christian School podcast. It is our pleasure to partner with our parents to bring information that will help you as a parent, as a spouse, and as a child of God.
Welcome to the Faith Christian School podcast. I'm Doug Dickerson, your host, along with my co-host David Freeberg, and we'd like to welcome you into another episode.
All right, so this year we're celebrating our 30th year. Earlier, we talked to Pastor Larry, who founded the school and that type of thing. But today we get a special treat. We get to talk with Darcy Turner, who's our assistant head of school and elementary principal, and she's worked here a couple of years. And so we get another take on the progression of the school. So Darcy, thanks for coming in today and being part of our podcast.
Sure, I'm glad to be here.
All right, well, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you started at FCS and maybe some of the positions you've had over the years.
Okay, well, I started here in 1987 when our school started. I wasn't here on the first day. I think I started the second week that our school was in session, and at that time I was newly married and still in college. So I worked in our aftercare program as my job to get me through school, and later I taught, the next year I taught preschool, and then moved into teaching elementary school and then into administration. While being in administration, I've taught a couple of middle school and high school classes as well, Spanish and English and grammar. So I've seen the school from all different aspects. It's been a great journey.
That's great. So Darcy, what is if you're talking to parents, especially to new parents and tuning in, listening and watching the podcast, what would you say is your why in terms of being here, being a teacher and administrator over these years, and what do you want your students to learn from you?
Sure. Well, our school's why or purpose is for students to be engaged by Christ so that they can engage the world for Christ. And for me, as the elementary principal, I hope, and what I think that means for me is, first of all, that I show my students how to serve the Lord joyfully. And also that I'm an example of Christ's love to them in the way that I serve them and serve their families. I want them to know that the best and most important decision that they will ever make is to serve Christ, and that He's a part of everything that they do, whether it's academics or athletics, whether it's their friendships and relationships that they find along the way, or in disciplining them. And so I just want them to know that Christ loves them and He has a plan for them, and He has something that very special for them to do in their life.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's as good a reason as any, right there. So over the years, a lot of things have happened, but what are some of your more memorable moments here?
Oh, wow. Well, I've had so many great moments at Faith. My best memories, of course, are just of all of the people, the faculty and the parents and the children, the friendships that I've made. And I've had great mentors over the year, and people have just taught me and sewed into my life. And so I hope that I embody that to our students and our families as well. But when I think about back over 30 years and some of our milestones, I think about when we added our athletic program and how exciting that was, but also how exhausting and trying that was in the beginning. I think about getting to the place where we were having a high school and then our first graduating class, and the excitement of every building that we built on campus and just seeing those things go up, the amazing musical and drama performances we had, and then just, celebrating with our kids and their achievements on a daily basis, but also in those academic and competitions that they get to go to. And then also I feel like I've just had some great experiences as an FCS parent. I'm not only the assistant head and elementary principal, but I'm also a parent at Faith Christian School. And when I think about that, I look way back before we even got our daughters, and the faculty and the parents and the students. One of the greatest things they did for me, they threw me the most amazing baby shower just before we got Daria. And every class was involved in that, and they each class brought in something specific for the baby. So they brought in diapers, and they brought in clothes, and baby wipes and bottles, and just anything you could think of for a baby. And I was just overwhelmed with their love and support and the gifts and things that they gave me. And since that time, my girls have come to school here. They started in preschool, and they grew up here. They've been part of our athletic program, part of our musicals. They've made lasting relationships. And then one of my greatest joys probably was last year when I got to call our oldest daughter, Daria's name, as she walked across the stage to receive her diploma. And so I'm looking forward to that again next year for our youngest daughter, Cassidy, to be able to do that and celebrate her success here at Faith Christian School as well. So for me, it's the relationships and the family atmosphere that makes Faith a special place and creates those great moments for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, we certainly believe that. Faith Christian School is a very special place. So, Darcy, when you interview and you bring in new teachers to Faith Christian School, what advice would you give to them?
For new teachers, well, first of all, I would just tell them, to know that you are coming, as I said before, into a great family. That we're gonna love you immediately and support you. We want to support you in the classroom, but not just there. But we all have, we're all on this journey of life, and we have ups and downs, and so we want to be there to support them as well. And then, in addition to that, I would tell them that they're getting ready to meet some of the most amazing students that they could ever meet, and probably the most supportive parents that they could ever have to support them in their journey and in their work here at Faith Christian School.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a great place to be. So not only for teachers, but also for parents. So what would you like new parents or just parents who are interested in coming here to know about FCS?
Sure. Well, first of all, I would want them to know that their student is genuinely loved and cared for, that we're going to welcome them with open arms. And while we have high academic standards and we want their students to be pushed academically, we also want to see them succeed, and we want to help them through those difficult times. And and then I would say the advice I would give them is to, when they get here, to get connected and stay connected. Get involved. Stay connected with your teachers. Find ways to volunteer at the school, and no matter how old your student is, whether they're in preschool or elementary school, middle school, or high school, we get a lot of that strong support in preschool and elementary school, and your students still need you in middle school and high school, and we still need you here at the school. Yes. You are the key to your student success and the success of our school as well.
Great. Yeah, no kidding. So, Darcy, thank you. Thank you for coming in and sharing some of your memories. And 30 years is a great celebration for us here at Faith Christian School. And, and Darcy's been here for all of it. And so we're delighted to have her today to share her memories and reflections on that, and we're looking forward to obviously another 30 more years of and beyond serving our community and continuing the legacy of Faith Christian School. So Darcy, thank you once again for coming in. So we'd like to invite you to visit our website, faithchristiansc.com, where you can take a look at other podcasts that we've done, find out more information about our school, and show notes are available also on our website. Take a few moments, if you will, also. You can call us at 843-873-8464. You can set up a tour and come see Faith Christian School for yourself and find out more information. You can also follow us on Facebook. Go to Facebook and look up Faith Christian School. And also on Instagram, Faith Nights. And you can check us out on the social media platforms. So once again, Darcy, thank you for coming and being with us. And join us next time on our podcast as we bring you another episode to help you to be a better spouse, a better parent, and a better child of God.
Thank you for listening to the Faith Christian School podcast. Faith Christian School disciples students to be engaged by Christ and engage the world for Christ. We look forward to partnering with you on our next podcast.